What's up, guys? Today I figured I'd give you what you've been asking for, the horizontal view of Hutch. So first thing, I have two cameras going. One so that you can see how I'm moving around the drum set, so I hope it doesn't make you dizzy. Two is our iPhone cam. And also, I just want to point out to you that when you're playing, it's super important to have everything within arm's reach. Nothing is too high or whatever. Everything is so I can reach it. Now let me show you how I play some time in my comping thoughts when I'm comping, my comping thoughts when I'm comping. That's kind of weird, right? What I'm thinking about and how my hands are moving. So that's just a little bit just to show you how my body is moving. Now, let's talk about something. You can probably see my bass drum. If you can, I'll set up another camera for that another day. But I want to talk about something that I've been doing lately with my students, and that's learning how to play the shuffle. Guys, you got to learn how to play the shuffle. The Blakey shuffle is one of the most coldest things that you could try to emulate. So let's talk about what that is. Now I'm going to show you a very basic way you can learn it, and hopefully you cop it. So think about this. The shuffle used to be the groove music of its day, back in the day, right? The shuffle was what people danced to. So if you think about it that way, and the 2 and 4 is played, let me show you how you can get your shuffle to sound like Blakey's shuffle. So we're going to start simple, right? We're just going to play the back beat on the snare drum on 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? That's what you want to feel when you play the shuffle, right? Now, the shuffle is all of those notes in between that. But when you hear Blakey play it, you hear that, 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 that. You don't hear that, 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 that. That's another kind of shuffle. So let's play the Blakey shuffle. So do you notice something that's going on with my left hand? I'm snapping. I'm not going, I'm going. It's a snap. So that wrist needs to snap. Thank you, K. Wash, for teaching me this. That wrist needs to snap. And the bass drum is feathering, but the bass drum in this function is also dancing. It's not just feathering, but we also want to have a dance with the bass drum. So the bass drum, I'll play swing feel and show you what the bass drum is doing. Now with the shuffle. So it's really crisp staccato notes. It's not this. That's a blues shuffle. That's a different thing. The Blakey shuffle is just those two notes that you hear. It's really three, right? Right? But you don't hear that last note. So that's super important. Now, if you actually think about it, if you study Jim Chapin with me, it's in the first exercise. Now, Jim Chapin first exercise is this. Now, if we take that same first exercise, watch, and we emphasize the 2 and 3. The 2 and 3, I'm sorry, the 2 and 4. And we think about all those other notes as being ghosted notes, you get this. Right? So therefore you've learned the Blakey shuffle. So it's very important. Now the hi-hat has to be consistent. You got to hear that hi-hat nice and firm, right? And that bass drum's got to dance. You can't have a flabby shuffle. It can't be. And the hi-hat, you can't do that. Everything's got to be crisp because it moves. And if you listen to the way Blakey played that shuffle, it moved, it danced. You got to dance. You dance, dance, and that's the whole thing I'm thinking while I'm playing. I owe a lot of that to the great Justin DeChocho, who was my teacher, who was also Kenny Washington's teacher, Omar Keem's teacher, Marcus Miller's teacher, all these great guys. Teru Alexander's teacher, Eric McPherson's teacher, so Sterling Campbell's teacher. So he instilled in us this thing, and so when I studied with Kenny Washington, he really put me on about the shuffle. So guys, that's something that you have to learn. I think you do it slow, right? Let's do it slow. Now notice my hand, for this, my hand is up in this position, right? So I can snap down. You can do it like that, but I never keep my hand where I can see my tattoo. If you're playing like this, that's wrong. Your hand should always be up here so that the motion that you play with. So that you always have this forward going down motion, not coming down, but actually moving into the drum so that you can bring the stick out of the drum. So all of this will make for a great shuffle. Practice it slowly. That's my quick tip for the day. And my horizontal view, I hope you guys like it. I hope it works. Let me know. In the future, we will have the bass drum cam again for you guys. So I'm actually enjoying doing these videos. I'm glad you're tuning in with me, and hopefully they're very informative and in giving you just some insight into how I play and what I think about. I was fortunate to have some great teachers and I just want to pass along this knowledge to you. Please tell everyone about my YouTube channel, and click and subscribe down below. Look, I came and talked like, and let's just have some fun. Let's grow this channel. Thank you for making me reach 4,000 viewers in such a short time. Let's get to 10,000. Tell your friends. Peace.